Each day that passes, we are faced with countless challenges in life. Pressures, difficulties, and temptations constantly surround us, sometimes causing us to lose our way or feel discouraged. But did you know that everything can change from within yourself? Stoic philosophy, the foundation of calm and resilience in the face of adversity, teaches us that while life itself is not something we can fully control, how we respond to it is entirely in our hands. Every day is an opportunity to improve yourself, work on life's most important aspects, and become a better version of who you are. In this video, we will explore 10 things you should do daily, according to Stoic philosophy. These aren't just tasks, but a journey you can embark on to live a meaningful, peaceful, and courageous life. Let's begin this transformation journey today with a steadfast mind and a heart ready for continuous growth. As usual, I have a small challenge. Watch the video to the end if you are truly serious about maintaining calm in every situation and developing yourself. Leave a comment saying, "Accept challenge" to cultivate persistence. And let's dive into the first part of today's video. Number 1. Improve your attitude. Improving attitude is the first and most important foundation on the journey to personal growth. According to Stoic philosophy, our attitude toward life determines how we face challenges and adversity. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In any situation, the only thing we can fully control is how we respond to it. So, why not start by improving your attitude to become more resilient? Consider a real-life scenario. You are facing a challenge that seems to be beyond your capabilities, perhaps an important work project or a personal life event. Your initial reaction might be feelings of stress and anxiety. But instead of letting these negative emotions dominate, try shifting your attitude. View this challenge as an opportunity for personal growth, to learn, and to rise above adversity. By adjusting your attitude, you will not only alleviate stress, but also unlock the potential within yourself that has yet to be discovered. A more contemporary example of attitude improvement can be seen in the experiences of Paralympic athletes. They face not only physical but also emotional losses, yet through determination and a positive attitude, they have risen above their circumstances, competing in major events like the Paralympics and becoming symbols of perseverance. Their stories vividly demonstrate that nothing is impossible if you change your perspective and attitude toward life. Have you ever wondered what valuable lessons your most difficult moments could offer if you looked at them through a more positive lens? It is your attitude that determines whether you will be crushed by hardship or walk through it with peace. As Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Our response to adversity shapes our resilience and inner strength. How will you choose to respond? Number 2. Work on your communication skills. Developing communication skills is not just about exchanging information, but also about how we connect, build relationships, and express empathy towards others. In Stoic philosophy, communication is an essential part of life, serving as the bridge between ourselves and the world around us. As we hone this skill, we not only improve our ability to express ourselves, but also learn to listen and understand more deeply. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This teaching reminds us that communication is not just about speaking. More importantly, it's about listening. When we truly listen, we expand our ability to empathize and understand others from their perspective, rather than merely focusing on our response or defending our own opinions. Have you ever taken the time to listen to someone without judgment or interruption? Could a shift in your listening habits transform a conversation for the better? A fresh, real-world example of this can be seen in the modern workplace, in how successful leaders communicate with their employees. It's not just about giving orders. They take time to understand the opinions and concerns of each individual. Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, reshaped the company's entire culture by promoting communication based on empathy. By listening and understanding the needs of his team, he created a positive and innovative work environment. Stoic philosophy also emphasizes that in communication, we must maintain calmness and emotional control. When emotions take over, we are more likely to say unnecessary things that may hurt others. Controlling our thoughts and words is key to keeping relationships and conversations constructive. Have you ever experienced a situation where controlling your emotions and words helped you navigate a difficult moment? Could developing communication skills be an essential part of your journey toward personal growth? Communicating in the right way, at the right time, not only helps us become better individuals, but also builds deeper, more meaningful relationships in life. Number 3. Improve your self-discipline. Self-discipline, for many, might sound like a heavy armor that we must wear every day as if it's a burdensome duty. But what if you think of self-discipline as a quiet companion, always guiding you through moments of weakness? Imagine you are climbing a mountain. The path to the summit seems endless, full of sharp rocks and slippery slopes. In those moments, what keeps your steps steady? It's the inner strength of perseverance. Self-discipline isn't a chain that binds you, but rather wings that help you soar beyond your limits. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once reminded us, "No man is free who is not master of himself." We often think of freedom as the ability to do whatever we want, but in reality, true freedom lies in self-control, being free from the pull of fleeting pleasures or easy temptations. Have you ever wondered why it's so easy to get lost in social media for hours, but so difficult to complete an important task? It's because we haven't truly mastered ourselves and haven't yet built a solid foundation of discipline. To illustrate, imagine a marathon runner in training. They don't sprint at full speed on the first day, nor do they give up when exhaustion hits. Every step, every time they push past the urge to stop, is a lesson in discipline. Marcus Aurelius also said in Meditations, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I have to go to work,' as a human being." Discipline is not about fighting your instincts, but about awakening your spirit to fulfill your purpose. So, how do you turn discipline into a companion rather than a challenge? It's about daily commitment, small but powerful actions. Are you ready to take that first step on this journey? Leave a comment below and join the conversation. Number 4. Challenge your limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are like invisible walls that surround our minds, preventing us from moving forward and achieving greater goals in life. What's frightening isn't the existence of these beliefs, but how rarely we become aware of them. The Stoics understood this well. It is how we perceive things, our beliefs about our abilities and the world around us, that shapes our lives. So, have you ever asked yourself, what beliefs are holding you back? Could it be thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough time, or I can't change my circumstances? We often impose invisible limits on ourselves, believing that we cannot overcome them. Look at the lives of those who have conquered incredible hardships. Helen Keller, a woman who was both deaf and blind, overcame what seemed impossible to become a renowned author and social activist. What is stopping us from achieving something similar? It's those limiting beliefs, the stories we keep telling ourselves that we can't. Seneca reminded us in Letters from a Stoic, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. We don't fail because we lack ability, but because we believe in failure before we even act. These self-imposed limitations exist only in the mind, and once you dare to challenge them, you'll find that the barriers you thought were insurmountable are illusions. Ask yourself, is there something you once thought you couldn't do but ended up excelling at? Or are you still letting false beliefs prevent you from seizing greater opportunities? Challenging these limiting beliefs is not just an exercise in shifting perception, but a way of confronting your deepest fears. Are you ready to discard them and push further on your life's journey? We've just explored the power of challenging limiting beliefs, one of the key factors in achieving success and personal growth. Now, we want to introduce another powerful tool for building a better life: time management. Time management is not just about organizing tasks efficiently, but also about realizing that time is the most valuable asset we possess. Let's continue exploring the incredible power of time management in the next part of the video. Number 5. Improve your time management. In Stoic philosophy, time is not something to be wasted, but rather the core factor that determines whether we live a meaningful life. Seneca, one of the renowned Stoic philosophers, once wrote in On the Shortness of Life, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." So, are you truly using your time wisely, or are you letting it quietly slip away, leaving no mark behind? One of the most common mistakes people make is procrastination, thinking that there will always be time tomorrow. But the truth is, we never really know how much time we have left. Therefore, managing time isn't just a necessary skill, it's an art of living. Think of an artist painting the canvas of their life. Each brushstroke represents a decision, a moment. If we become careless, the painting will remain unfinished, lacking perfection. Are you painting the picture of your life with focus and clarity? In modern life, we often get caught up in meaningless activities, such as spending hours on social media without realizing how much time has passed. But the Stoics constantly reminded us that every second is an opportunity to improve ourselves and achieve something meaningful. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." Each passing minute brings us closer to the end of our journey. This means we cannot afford to waste time on trivial matters. A more concrete example from real life is the success of individuals in fields like science, such as Elon Musk, who maintains an intense work schedule by breaking down time into very specific intervals. It's not because he has more time than anyone else, but because he knows how to make the most of every moment to achieve maximum efficiency. You can do the same by asking yourself, what have I done today to move closer to my goals? Time management, through the lens of Stoic philosophy, is not merely about organizing a work schedule. It's about managing life, ensuring that not a single moment is wasted without living in alignment with your purpose and values. Before moving on to Lesson 6, we want to thank you for staying with us through the first half of this video. In every moment, we have the potential to learn and grow, and your presence here, listening and reflecting with us, is a great gift that I cherish every minute. To help us spread these valuable lessons to even more people, please hit like and share this video. Every share from you is a small but meaningful action, much like the lessons Stoicism offers. And don't forget, Lesson 6 is waiting for you in the next part. Let's continue this journey together and embrace these timeless pieces of wisdom. Once again, thank you for your ongoing support. Number 6. Build and improve your knowledge. In Stoic philosophy, knowledge is not merely the accumulation of information, but rather the key that opens the path to wisdom, inner peace, and self-understanding. Building and cultivating knowledge doesn't stop at reading books or learning new things. It is a continuous process of reflection and applying what we have learned to improve ourselves and the world around us. Epictetus once asserted, "A man can't learn what he thinks he already knows." This humility in learning is what enables us to constantly progress. Have you ever asked yourself if you truly understand a matter deeply, or if you are only superficially aware of it? Stoicism reminds us that learning is a lifelong journey with no final destination. True strength does not lie in controlling external circumstances, but in understanding how our mind operates. And knowledge is the tool that allows you to do this. For instance, in modern life, many people spend hours consuming information on social media. But how often do we stop to ask, does what I'm absorbing make me better? Or is it just meaningless information distracting my mind? A unique example of cultivating knowledge can be found in the life of renowned visual artist Olafur Eliasson. He is not just an artist, but also a researcher, continuously expanding his understanding of science, the environment, and architecture to create deeply impactful works of art. For example, his project, the Weather Project at Tate Modern, was not only a light installation, but also reflected profound insights into climatology, light technology, and human interaction with nature. Eliasson spent years learning not only from other artists, but also from scientists and climate experts to turn his artistic vision into reality. What's fascinating is that he didn't limit his knowledge to the realm of art, but delved into complex topics like climate change and light physics. Have you ever thought that an artist would need to study science to create breakthroughs in art? It's through cultivating knowledge beyond his specialization that Eliasson became more innovative and distinctive than ever. Learning is not just for understanding, but for acting with wisdom. In this way, knowledge becomes a faithful companion, helping us live a more meaningful life. Have you truly committed to expanding your knowledge every day? If not, start today with questions, reflections, and seeking answers through action. Number 7. Never neglect your finances. Have you ever wondered why many people who earn a lot of money still feel insecure, while others with modest incomes live in peace and comfort. In Stoic philosophy, financial management is not just about controlling income or spending, but about mastering your relationship with money. Seneca once reminded us, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." True poverty doesn't stem from a lack of material wealth, but from insatiable desires and endless wants. Therefore, effective financial management isn't just about accumulating wealth, but about maintaining balance, using resources wisely without letting them control you in return. Financial management, according to Stoicism, is not simply about managing the amount of money you have, but about mastering your relationship with wealth and avoiding dependence on material things. Money can bring physical freedom, but becoming too attached to it can easily lead to spiritual bondage. A real-life example from the modern world can be seen in people who save and invest wisely instead of being swept away by the rush of short-term spending and indulgence. You can often observe entrepreneurs who start small but gradually build sustainable careers through prudent financial management. On the other hand, stories of athletes or famous artists going bankrupt despite earning millions of dollars serve as lessons about the lack of financial discipline. In Letters from a Stoic, Seneca advises, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This teaches us that true wealth lies not in the amount of possessions you have, but in your ability to live simply and control your material desires. So, are you ready to reassess your relationship with money? Are you using money to serve your life, or have you unknowingly made it the main goal of your existence? By managing finances wisely, we not only ensure material stability, but also maintain mental freedom, allowing us to live in alignment with the values we pursue. Next, let's move on to secret number 8, on the journey of discovering and conquering your best potential. But before that, I have a question for you. Have you ever asked yourself whether, with each passing day, you are truly getting closer to the best version of yourself? This question invites us to discuss secret number 8, personal development. Number 8, personal development. Self-development is not a distant destination, but a long journey full of patience and commitment. In Stoic philosophy, growth is not a choice, it is a daily duty. It's about improving little by little, through small actions that have extraordinary power to transform our entire lives. Epictetus once said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." This means that to truly grow, sometimes you must accept being underestimated or facing criticism. But do you have the courage to step out of your comfort zone and confront that discomfort? Each day is a new opportunity to refine yourself, and accepting small failures is a solid stepping stone to great success. Imagine self-development as an artisan sculpting a statue from marble. Each hammer strike and each gentle touch may not make an immediate, visible difference, but over time, that persistence shapes a masterpiece. Every book you read and every decision you make to improve your health or mind are small chisels gradually shaping who you are. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This echoes as a call to action. Don't just think about growth, start with action. Growth is not just about accumulating knowledge, but also about cultivating your spirit, kindness, and patience. Take the story of Albert Einstein as an example. He did not become a great scientist overnight. Before the world knew him for the theory of relativity, Einstein spent years working quietly at a patent office, continuously studying and learning. His story shows that self-development doesn't need to come from immediate breakthroughs, but from unwavering persistence over time. So, what about you? What have you done today to get closer to the best version of yourself? Even small steps, though not immediately noticeable, can lead to great progress if you commit to making each day a solid step on your path to personal growth. Number 9. Work on your purpose. Have you ever paused and asked yourself, what is my purpose in life? This isn't just a question for philosophers or those with restless souls. It is an essential question for all of us. Stoic philosophy consistently emphasizes the importance of living with purpose. When we lack a clear purpose, we easily get swept up in the chaotic flow of life, driven by fleeting desires and superficial goals. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, people who labor all their lives but have no purpose to direct every thought and impulse toward are wasting their time, even when hard at work. If we don't know what we're working for, no matter how hard we work, that effort becomes meaningless. Finding purpose in life doesn't necessarily have to be a grand task. It can come from small but meaningful actions, caring for your family, contributing to the community, or pursuing a career that brings value to others. For example, a nurse who works tirelessly every day to care for patients might not feel like they are changing the world. But in Stoic philosophy, that small action holds immense power because it stems from a noble purpose: helping others. Consider the story of Viktor Frankl, a psychologist and the author of Man's Search for Meaning. He survived the horrors of a concentration camp during World War II and found his purpose in helping others discover meaning in their lives. Even in the most desperate circumstances, he found a reason to live. This demonstrates that even in the darkest times when everything seems lost, we can still find purpose. Epictetus also reminded us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Once we have defined our goal and mission, every action gains meaning, and we no longer lose ourselves in trivial, meaningless things. So, what is your purpose in life? Have you found it yet? Don't think it has to be something monumental. Start with small actions and daily contributions, and step by step, you will gradually shape the greater meaning of your life. Number 10. Being grateful. Have you ever paused amid the busyness of life to ask yourself, what am I truly grateful for today? In Stoic philosophy, gratitude is not just a fleeting emotion, but a conscious choice, a way to connect with the present and view life with deeper appreciation. We cannot control the events that happen to us, but we can control how we respond to them. And gratitude is the key to maintaining inner peace, even during the most challenging moments. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." A simple yet powerful reminder of the value of every moment of existence. It's easy to forget this when we're caught up in the daily pressures and expectations. But if you pause for just a moment to look around, what can you truly appreciate? Sometimes, gratitude doesn't come from grand things, but from the simplest pleasures: a cool breeze, a hot cup of tea, or a warm hug from a loved one. Gratitude is also a way to face adversity. Epictetus once said, He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. When we focus on what we have, rather than what we lack, we find abundance within our hearts, no matter the hardships. So, what about you? What in your life have you unintentionally overlooked or forgotten to be grateful for? Can you start with the smallest things? Gratitude not only helps us endure adversity, but also opens the door to a fuller, more peaceful life. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What are you grateful for today? Let us know 3 things you're thankful for in the comments below. As we reflect on the journey of the 10 daily practices rooted in Stoic philosophy, we realize that life is not about the things beyond our control, but about how we live each day, each moment, each small action. These principles not only help us become resilient in the face of challenges, but also bring us inner peace. Stoicism teaches us that each day is an opportunity for self-improvement, from cultivating the right attitude and managing our emotions to practicing gratitude for the simplest things. Life may be full of uncertainties, but when you consistently train in these core values, you'll find that nothing can shake you. Every small step, every conscious action is part of a larger journey. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Let positive thinking, discipline, and gratitude guide you through each day. Are you ready? Ready to face the world with a calm, resilient, and inspired mindset? This is not just about self-improvement, it's about how you step into life, live fully, and find meaning in each new day. Remember, change doesn't come from grand gestures. It begins with the smallest things you do each day. And tomorrow, you will find yourself one step closer to the best version of yourself.